north-south bottom escape stuff, and I'm gonna build the north-south bottom escape game based on a few simple fundamental movements. And one main objective, and I'll start with the objective so you can see what we're trying to achieve. From a north-south bottom, my objective is to get up on my side and get my bottom elbow tucked. And tucked means it's past my rib cage here behind, like that. That's my objective, and once I get here, the escape's gonna be imminent. So everything we're gonna do is about being able to get up on my side and get that bottom elbow tucked. So we'll work it. My initial posture in north-south bottom is elbows tight to my side, and then up on my rib cage as close as I can together. What I'm trying to achieve is when my opponent lands in north-south, they can't get chest-to-chest contact. So as Amanda comes around and gets north-south, my elbows come in and touch here like this. And so she can't get chest-to-chest contact. From here, I only really have two lower body leg movements I need. The first one's going to be an upa, which is going to set up my frames. So I'm going to lift my hip in the air, and when I drop my hip, my elbows are going to stay where they are. There. Build my frame. The next set of movements with my legs is a pendulum, and I'm going to use that to build my posture. Elbow in. Here. So I've achieved that objective, and then obviously the escape is just going to be real simple, turn it over. So let's look at that from the side here. Just like my chest. Back up a little bit. This way, yeah. So here, she's laying on my arms, upa in the air, and when I drop my hips, my elbows are going to stay there. My pendulum is going to activate my posture, get up on my side, tuck my elbow in, and I'm out. That's one. So if you got a really good north-south bottom game, and you touch your elbows like this, the top person gets on your arms here and it doesn't feel good at all because they can't get chest to chest. And a good guy, when you do that, they're going to land here, find that space is occupied, and then they're going to go down your body and they're going to put their shoulder in your hip here and then go to your hip. So it'll look like this. Amanda's going to land on my arms and then she's going to go down to my hip. There. That's what they'll do because the shoulders are occupied. So that's usually what will happen. They'll land here. If they stay, I'm going to upa, frame, pendulum, escape. If they don't stay because it feels uncomfortable and they go down here, we have to build a second frame. And so here's what our second frame is going to look like. I'm going to do it without Amanda first. She lands on my arms, feels uncomfortable. As soon as she goes down there, I'm going to build this frame. Right there on her hip. And it's going to be wide open and you'll see it. So watch how it works. She's going to land on my chest. She's going to go down to my hip. Boom. Right there. So I'm building a really good solid frame here and I'm going to do the same thing. Pendulum legs. Tuck my elbow in. And then I'm out. So upa activates your frames. Pendulum legs allow you to tuck your elbow in. One last one that's sometimes problematic. Sometimes guys will get a north-south top and they get like an over-under grip where they're over one and under another one. Like this, so over and under. So it's under this arm and over this one here. Yeah, like that. Let's scoot this way so it's a little better for the camera. Yeah, so you can see this arm is tracked. She's over one and under the other one. I still need to do the same stuff. I don't have to change anything up any different. I'm going to build the frame with my upa. This arm is, I can't really get it in, but this arm I can bring in. I'm going to drive it across. Pendulum. Tuck my elbow and come to hands and knees. So no matter where her body is landing on me, I'm trying to use my upa to activate my frames, which allow me to use my pendulum to get this bottom elbow in. So again, from wherever Amanda happens to land in my north-south, there, here, doesn't matter where she lands. So if she's over, under, there. So that's the sequence. And then the last thing is what to do when you get to your hands and knees. And usually I only teach one good thing from there. And it's a wrestler's leg catch. So we'll go to a wrestler's leg catch. Take it away. We'll go slow.
Yeah. You had the half guard of both right there. Barely, you were just like, oh, that was inspiring. That was like, you were knocking out.
I'm going to catch down low on the ankle.
I
trade my hand for my foot, and then come up on top. And if I drive really hard, I'm going to get top position there. So when I come to my hands and knees, I don't ball up into a ball like jiu-jitsu. Instead, when I tuck and come to my hands and knees, I'm looking for that ankle right away. Catch the ankle, trade for the hand, and then come here and just drive. It's a better position than stopping in quarter position, which is, it becomes a scramble there. So the whole thing. Like that. So, upa, frame, upa, frame, upa, frame. Come to your hands and knees, ankle, foot, and go. That's the super basic north-south bottom game I teach the beginners. And I think if you teach that game first, then all the other games that people teach from there will sort of pack in on the sides of it. So the stuff about bringing the knees to the chest, or spinning the guard, I think are secondary games. And this one's more primary because it's an easier escape, and it puts you in a position to take top. So once you have that game, you can build all the other games in from that. The knees in here, pull guard. It's all built off of the upa make frames. But I always teach to go to hands and knees first because I think it's easier for beginners and it teaches them to go to top rather than spin a guard, which I think is a better position. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks.